administration here at Walnut Grove for opening their doors during the school day and letting 90 extra people in. That's not a small thing for a school to do, so we really appreciate that. Ms. Merckx worked extremely hard getting chair stands, everything ready for us. So thank you, Ms. Merck, for all you did. You can give her a hand. I also just want to acknowledge the other directors who have students here on the stage. Dr. Kristen McCulhey from Loganville High School. And then Olin Altman from Social Circle High School. And then Brian Baker from Loganville Christian Academy. So, very excited to bring this opportunity to our students here in Walton County. Honor Band events are really special, and I know for me, 30 years after high school, I still keep up with people that I met sitting in bands just like this one. So it's a really great thing for our students to get to be a part of. Thank you for being here this evening. I say to my parents at every concert, when a student decides that they want to join band, it really is a family joining the band. And so your support of these students and their desire to do the extra things like these honor band events are so important. And your support and being here helps them so much with their success. So thank you for investing in them. When we started discussing having an all-county honor band and who we were going to bring in as our first conductor, one name was immediately the first name we thought of and was my first email that I sent, and he responded back immediately, yes, yes, yes. And so Mr. Jeffrey Rouser is in his 44th year as a music educator, and recently finally retired from the public schools, now teaching at Woodward Academy, and shows no sign of stopping anytime soon. He is an incredible conductor, a gifted teacher, and just an all-around wonderful person. And I know our students have had an incredible time with him this past few days. So would you please welcome to the stage to conduct the first annual Walton All-County Honor Band, Mr. Jeffrey Rouser.
All right. First of all, welcome. Thank you for having your children enrolled in an activity that I think keeps them around the best people in their school. I believe that, and I will fight you about it if you're going to argue with me that I'm not speaking the truth. Okay? I also believe many of my colleagues around the country, the world, we know one of the reasons band directors don't necessarily retire real early, we get the best kids in the school that choose it, and they stick with it, and they just do so much, and the character, what they become, keeps me going, and I know it keeps the other colleagues going too. So parents, I've learned about you through your kids in a short amount of time. The first song we played was Jubiloso. For the ones that are familiar with our Georgia music list, that's on the level 5 list. Most bands, like my band, we're going to play that for LGPE this year, and we will work on it until a total of about 6 or 7 weeks. We did this in the amount of time we've been here, but when we're playing 4 songs, but the amount of time we put on that one equals about 2.5 to 3 hours. And I just think that is just remarkable, and I admire what they've done, and they've been so kind and wonderful, and thank you for what you're doing. I want to thank the band directors here who've invited me, and when I got that invitation, I said yes really fast. I didn't need time to think about it, because the expense was low. I live in Conyers. So I can drive up here in no time. Even if I forget my shoes, I can still drive here in no time, so that works out well. This next selection is entitled Blue Ridge Autumn. Now, I told the kids, I said, I'm gonna make a little bit of a dedication on this one. And so this is how this worked. This is gonna be some audience participation. And the story goes like this. You know, I've been a band director for 44 years. And I remember when I decided to be a band director, my mom loved the idea. I remember her just talking about her, I'm the baby boy, so you know what that means. I have my way, you know how it is. I'm the baby boy, she just talked about her baby being a band director. And she always loved the lyrical types of tunes, because it made her think of her spiritual life, where I grew up in the church, and that's a lot of what I'm about. And the song here is so beautiful. And so now, many of you, I won't see you at Valentine's Day, and I won't see you at Mother's Day. So what I'm going to do is, when I finish this wonderful song, it is absolutely gorgeous. I hope you like it. If you don't like it, please clap anyway, because I think it is just one of the most magnificent songs. It's called Blue Ridge Autumn. So I'm going to take a bow, and then I'm going to do something in honor of my mom and all moms. I'm going to extend my hand just like that. And if you're a mom or a grandmom or a guardian, I want you to stand. And we're going to accept applause with me. Would you do that with me tonight? Thank you. So here we go. Blue Ridge Autumn. Oh my, it's beautiful. Thank you for participating. Beautiful piece of music. The kids did a really great job on. And as a matter of fact, a lot of them enjoyed the passion that they could express through that particular song. Hope you felt it, because it just kind of went through me a little bit there. Thank you so much for doing a great job on that, kids. Our third selection is entitled Winds of Change. This composer, Randall Standridge, is a friend that I met probably about 6 years ago. He writes great music for high school, middle school, and some collegiate works as well. But one of his stories that he shares in a lot of his themes, that he's battled some mental health issues, dealing with depression, with loss of family members, and a lot of different things. So he kind of uses his music to kind of create ways as his way to heal himself. But he writes such good literature, it's so great for the music, for the kids to learn. So Randall Standridge is a name that you should be familiar with. And you can find his music on YouTube and listen to it for free. He's got a lot of really great ones. One of my favorites is called Choose Joy, where it takes Ode to Joy from Beethoven and creates a wonderful message. This was entitled Winds of Change. Lots of percussion, lots of tempo changes, and it's very fast. So enjoy Winds of Change. What's so amazing about this group and doing honor bands in general, think about this. There were only 2 or 3 kids. The kids at Social Circle have met me because I've done a leadership camp with them. But for the most part, only a few others had ever seen me. And so it's basically like a stranger coming off the street to walk into their classroom and start telling them what to do. And so we started, and we had a great first run of that first song, Jubiloso, and I felt real good about it. And what I always do, I plan what I want to say the first time I meet the kids. I figure out my opening statement, what I'm going to say. And it always changes once you get in the room and kids start talking to you, meeting you, making you feel even more comfortable. Then I just go all over the place. Parents, you are to be commended for the caliber of person that's representing you on this stage. Now, I may never get to meet some of you, but I learned a lot about their home training and what they do by how they acted around this facility. They were respectful to another school, and keep in mind, this rival stuff with sports and all that business, I personally told them that should not get in the way of bands caring, loving each other from school to school. And that is something I truly, truly mean. Meeting new friends from other schools, that's a lifetime of joy. Playing good music and just being around kids like themselves. There are some people on stage that will be graduating from their respective school. I'm going to ask the seniors to please stand. And I want you to know these people are getting ready to be adults, they say. Congratulations. Bravo. All of them promise that they are going to graduate in May. And most of them have plans figured out, and some of them are still sorting out that thing. But I told them a gap year does not mean doing nothing. Okay? It's okay to have a gap year, and I know that's a theme of nowadays, but a gap year doesn't mean you're not doing anything. And these kids, they got their act together. We had great conversation. We had a senior talk right over there today. They gave me 3 minutes of their time while they were on their break. And I went into my daddy mode. I've raised 3 daughters. All of them are grown and gone now, but there's something special about having a word with the people who are ready to be that next thing in life. And parents, this is what I want you to know about, and this is what I want the kids to know, and the directors already know this. This job is something a little different for me. It's more than teaching music. I just use music to reach them in another way. We talked about a lot of things, and they can tell you some things about my family because there were a lot of numbers that came up, and they have things to share with you. So you ask them, hey, what is this number thing? And they'll tell you. But one big thing I told them about is expectation about what you're going to do next. You can be as good as you want to be if you decide to be as good as you want to be. And that was the message I left with them today. And they're ready. They're ready to fly the coop now, like we all were. But reality is going to hit them in the face, but their upbringing is going to bring them around. And parents, you've done a great job. And it was great getting to know these wonderful kids right here. So give me another round of applause for the seniors. Bravo, bravo. Our final selection, so we get everybody home before all the snow and ice comes in, is entitled Armenian Rhapsody. The kids were already excited about having maybe this school tomorrow. And I felt, bless their hearts. And so then I read my text for my school, and it mentioned, due to inclement weather, Woodward Academy will be closed tomorrow. They actually cheered for me. Isn't that cool? so that was really good. Yeah, please be safe with whatever happens. We're not used to driving in this. And your teen driver, they really don't need to go anywhere tomorrow. Just keep them at home. We don't know how to handle this stuff, and keep everybody safe. And I hope you do enjoy. Maybe get some quality family time or some extra family time. But enjoy our final piece as I've enjoyed this weekend. I told the kids, when I do honor bands like this, I get so hyped because this is what's keeping me teaching. Being around fantastic kids who have an idea of who they are. And so this makes it really great. This final selection is called Armenian Rhapsody. And I think you're going to like it. It's got a lot of cultural themes in it. It's got a lot of good melodic content, and there's some speed that gets with it, and there's some lyrical things that happen. So enjoy this. It's a medley of probably 6 different Armenian folk songs. And for the most of you who are musicians, it changes keys, I think, 6 times. And we had fun using our pencil marking our music on this one, and you know what that means. So thank you to the directors for allowing me to be here. And it's really cool. On stage, there are 2 kids up here that I taught their parents. And so that was pretty special to me. I'm not going to embarrass them, but that was really special to see that former students that I taught have done magnificent things as adults. And that's something only a teacher can kind of understand. Any teachers out there? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about. So here we go. We're going to close it out with Armenian Rhapsody by the composer Johnny Vincent, who was my teacher at Auburn back in the day. And he loves writing great music, and this is one of my favorite of his, Armenian Rhapsody. Thank you so much.